First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Going to the air right away, Hooker. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Hooker. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Second down in the yard. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Here's the option. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. The Lions at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Cup 19. From the gun, it's Hooker. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get that to Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. 4th down, a give to Gibbs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On second down, here's Gibbs. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This 2nd and 4. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down.
19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Hooker. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready.
Going quickly out to the right side. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Another run for Gibbs here. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Hooker. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out and try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Right side to Watson, and a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Love wants to shift things around. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Jerry Judy, 40 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hooker. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Hooker. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send Judy in motion left. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
2nd down and 8. Love, they go play action now. That is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Johnson. Real green.
Glove. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On the double.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Judy. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jerry Judy, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Hooker's going to throw it. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Hooker to throw it. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
Hooker to the air yet again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
79 Broncos.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
19 right.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Strike. Check. Strike. Check.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Off the play fake, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw now. Here's Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken around the 12. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5. Back to throw. Hooker puts it on the carpet. It's out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Hooker going to try and throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Following the interception, Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 4th and goal.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it into game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson, 68 yards. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit.
He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Strike.
Love, he's going to change the play here. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
Got that one right. That's what I like to hear.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Striker, 3-3, fight.
Here's Love. Touchdown, Packers. Jerry Jeudy, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
In it to win it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's go now. 18, Pioneer.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Viking 18.
Finding Williams once more, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Hooker. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throw caught by Raymond. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. One after here coming up. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline and all the way down to the 33-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Drill, 52.
Throwing. Love. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 1st and 10, Love. That swung out wide to Sanders. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A give running left. It's Sanders. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
3rd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Keep it up. We'll take that.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. 3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Warriors 17.
Trying to throw again here. Hooker. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Hooker 19.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
19 Lions.
From the gun, it's Hooker. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Hooker. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Come on.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Trap 60, trap 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 18, right in. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Hooker to the air yet again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll go for it. Hooker. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Now he's free to midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than